Welcome to the video. It's Christian from Beyond Premiere, and get ready for some wild adventures because Luffy and the Straw Hats are headed to the Grand Line. After escaping Luffy's tough grandpa Garp in the East Blue, the crew's ready to head to the second stretch of their journey, but you know they won't get any rest with Luffy's bounty of 30 million berries. So one major storyline that's likely to go down in the second season is the Alabasta arc. For those who don't know, the Alabasta is a desert kingdom plagued by war. The sneaky secret crime organization called Baroque Works, run by the warlord Crocodile, his beating rebellion leader Kosa against King Cobra and Princess Bibi. Bibi happens to be a member of the Baroque Works who realize they're up to no good on her home island. She scratched wind of their evil plans to seal the country's reign with Crocodile devil fruit powers. Without rain, there's no water, and the people think King Cobra is the one behind it. Pretty messed up scheme. So Bibi defects from the baddies to find help in stopping the war and saving her people. This is what we're gonna expect from season 2 to Luffy become part of this. This leads her straight into the crossing path with the Straw Hats. Luffy being Luffy, he agrees to help her out, and the crew heads to Alabasta. We will likely get a recreation of Bibi revealing herself as the princess to the Straw Hats. I'm excited to see that, another girl in the crew. Now, the agents will also be hot on their trail, the Baroque Works agents, leading to some crazy fights like we saw in season 1. We might also see an expanded version of Yango hypnotizing poor Zoro to make him act all loopy in front of Luffy and Bibi. Pretty embarrassing if we see it from the manga. And then there's the ultimate showdown between Luffy and Crocodile, so that's something that we can expect in season 2. In the anime or manga, we get the classic scene of Luffy through bedrock while gelling Crocodile. Imagine seeing that in live action. It's gonna be awesome. Luffy seemed pretty hopeless against Crocodile at first, but he managed to turn the tides with some unexpected tactics. Just when it seemed like Crocodile won, Luffy comes back with one of his miracle recoveries. We will get an extended version of their final battle, maybe with extra dialogue between Luffy and Crocodile about their opposing views of pirates. It all ends with Luffy punching Crocodile through several layers and out of Alabasta. The Rubber Man saves Bibi's kingdom and exposes his works of the Baroque Works evil doings. The civil war stops thanks to him exposing the truth. Now, this is just speculation, but we might get to meet Luffy's brother Ace much earlier than in the anime. He could show up to help Luffy take down Crocodile, and seeing the two brothers together will be awesome. We got the grandfather in the last episode last season, so we may see him explaining to him everything about Ace. So hey, that's just a theory, but Ace showing up could tease his bigger role later in the Summit War saga. We know he joins the White-Bearded Pirates, which puts him at odds with the Navy, especially Akainu. Introducing Ace early could give more setup for the tragic Marineford arc way down the line. More Ace is always a good thing. They do not tease him, so maybe not. Now, Blackbeard is something that they can set up for season 2. We see that on the topic of Ace, his rival Blackbeard could also enter the story early on in season 2. Crocodile may even send him out to confront Ace or the Straw Hats at some point. Now, something that we see as well is Abilda and Clown coming together. We know what happens with Abilda's crew at the beginning of the season as she is defeated by Luffy, and of course knowing that the Clown wants that bounty of 30 million berries. As we know, his bounty was 15 million berries. Seeing him coming together with Abilda in season 2 is gonna be so cool to see them. And hey, some funny moments can happen between those two characters. I'm excited for that to come. Now, one of the biggest things this season is how the episode ends. Of course, with all of them coming together, but also something that is so great is Smoker the White. Seeing him in season 2 is gonna be so awesome. In the manga, we have some epic fights with the smoke, so I imagine they're gonna set up that for season 2. As we know, he's the Grand Admiral of the Marines, so he has a lot of power. We're gonna see maybe some tension between him and Gap. I'm excited to see that as well in season 2. If the character of the Gap is returning, of course, and the introduction of the character of the Smoker will be so great and something that they set up for season 2. Now, knowing season 1 ends with the character of Luffy having such a huge bounty, we're gonna see other pirates going after him. So that's like Nami says, hey, everyone is coming after us, but they are not pirates, as you know. They want to help other people. And hey, Luffy has just a dream to become king of the pirates, not because of the money, but because of the title. He wants to be that huge thing because it's his dream. And season 1 has a lot of that, developing of their dreams, what they wanted in their life, and how they're coming together to achieve that. In season 2, I imagine we're gonna see how they're gonna achieve that dream. And hey, maybe we're gonna get a rematch between Zoro. So that's great. I actually love that fight in season 2. So I imagine season 2, we're gonna see a rematch, and hopefully in the future seasons, we're gonna see the victory of Zoro. And Sanji also has his dream of going to the All Blue. So hey, that's something that have not happened in the manga as well, so hopefully they are setting it up for future seasons. Now, Kobe as well was set up for the grandpa and giving him lessons. We know what happens with him in the comics, so we're gonna see more of that development as well. I imagine he's gonna have all his white clothes like he have in the manga, so that's something that I just cannot wait to see. Now, the show was absolutely incredible, as you saw in my breakdown and spoiler review. It was so great to see the development of the characters, the world building, and as we move into season 2, there's so much that they can take from the manga into season 2, so the possibilities are endless. They set up a lot of things that I was not expecting to see this season, and they did great. I imagine what they do in season 2, maybe like Crocodile, Blackbeard, maybe the introduction of Ace, that could be awesome. Okay, so something about Smoker is that when this guy first shows up in the manga as captain in Logtown, he's all about getting Luffy. He got his 2 smoke and the smoke ability, and he's determined, of course, to get him. But he got Tachigi, which is his right-hand woman, who's been mentoring since day 1. So we imagine that we're going to see her as well in season 2. So fast forward a bit, and we hit the Alabasta arc. And this is where things get interesting. Smoker and Luffy end up, believe it or not, on the same side. They both just have a bigger problem to deal with. Thanks to his actions and achievement, this is where he gets bumped up to Commodore. Way to go. And Smoker just don't stop. But he doesn't just stop at being a Commodore, doing the whole Marineford craziness. He plays a minor antagonist role, but prove he's just not about chasing pirates. He's also about the bigger picture. This lands him in a pretty sweet spot career-wise. This is where the G5 post happens after the whole mess with the Virgo, another character that we may see in future season. Smoker takes over as the Commodore of the G5 Marine base, and he's got a ton of new responsibilities. So what's exciting about this character is that he's going to be in season 2, so we may see his backstory and as well the promotion to Vice Admiral, which is something awesome. But as you know, it's just not about the title, it's about a recognition for his unique brand of justice and leadership skills. But that's some details on Vice Admiral. I may do a separate video on him so you have an idea of what you can expect from season 2. Also, something that happens in the Alabasta arc is Nico Robin, so maybe we're gonna see him in season 2. But what are your thoughts on the first season, and what are your predictions and theories for season 2? My name is Christian from BM Premiere. Leave your comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.